Hello, everybody. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hope you're all good. I've decided, well, I didn't decide this, but when I sat down, I thought, oh, so I've done my new colours at the top. Last week, I think I wore the peach colour. So this week I've got on the yellow. So maybe I need to wear another colour next week. Busy lady, yeah, I am a bit busy. But it's all good. It's good busy. So, yeah, I was a little bit, well, the post lady just knocked at the door. So I had a little chat with her about dogs, like you do, and in that weather. So then when I came back upstairs, it was 25 past. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't have been talking. Yes, it's cooler here today. It was unbearable up here in the craft room yesterday. In fact, I did try and do some bits on Sunday because I've got coffee and card tomorrow in Baildon again at Gather Cafe Bar. I've got 4 ladies coming this week, which is lovely. If you're local, and you're free tomorrow at 10:30, do come and join us. Oh, I will, Sue, because I have done. I didn't do much on Sunday at all. And then yesterday I was working on my laptop all day. I think I did 6 hours client work for clients, and by tea time my laptop had said, right, we've had enough now. Yeah, I think I was hotter than the laptop, but yeah. Anyway, today's a Stampin' Up day, and it's the start of a new month, which I always love. It doesn't happen often on a Tuesday. It's the 1st of July. I love July because it's my birthday on Thursday. So I will be doing my special birthday month. Obviously, last month was my Stampin' Up birthday. This month is my actual Julie 52nd birthday. So I will be doing my special offer. 52 for 52, it will be called this year. So when you spend £52, you can... or for every £52 you spend, you can choose a number off my board. Now, complete transparency, I've not had time to do my board. It's just over there at the back of the door. I need to sort that. So that's one of my jobs for today, is to sort my 52 for 52 board. So when you spend, for every £52 you spend, you get to pick a number, and there's something underneath that's a freebie. So that's that, and I need to do that. I've done that. It'll be the 3rd year I do it, and it's quite fun. Also, if you spent £52, you would get £5.20 in your Stampin' Rewards pot. So that's great. So yes, that's... Do you know what? I love my birthday. I love my birth date, 3rd of July. I love when it is. I love that it's almost bang on in the middle of the year, apart from like 2 days. I love that. Thanks, Mum and Dad. I love that. And I love that it's like, you know, almost as much time to Christmas. No, as a kid, it was just great. You don't think about these things till you get older. We were still at school, so I had none of this, like having your birthday in the school holidays and that kind of thing. But I remember as a child always having lots of birthday parties outside because it was nice weather. And do you remember when I was a child from the 70s? Well, I was born in the 70s, but most of my childhood that I properly remember is the 80s. But do you remember those long dresses? You had party dresses, but they were like long dresses. My sister had like my hand-me-downs, but I remember this floral party dress that I had. Oh, Kirsty's watching on Facebook. Hey, Kirsty. So, oh, thank you. Oh, Betty, that would be brilliant. Do you know what? I think you would love the Crafternoon Tea. That's on the 9th of August. But yeah, I'd love to see you. So what's happening today? We've got 2 brand new kits that have come out today. I've been on and ordered them. And I have to say, I love them both. I don't always say that every month. I always be honest with you. And I don't always order everything. But we've got the Birthday Fancy, I think it's called. And this kit could not have come at a better time. Honestly, it was like everything aligned. So it's a bit like the Heirloom Arrangements one that we had, in that it's a bit of a freestyle kit, but it's all cakes and teacups and trifles and buns and things. Lovely colours, and it's got a stamp set, and the greetings are all great. None of those ones you think, oh no. The greetings are great. Things like have a sweet birthday, but you know, it's a bit of a play on words. You can cope with that. So that could not have come at a better time for my afternoon tea. So I ordered all the ones. I've only got 4 seats left for that, so I ordered them all for that, and that's exciting. And then there's a Halloween treat box. Now they look like bags, but they're quite sturdy and they're quite a nice size. So they get 15 treat boxes in the Sweet and Spooky kit. I think, the birthday one I mentioned is 24 and the Halloween was 20. But you can make these 15 treat boxes. But it's really good if you want to break it down for the grandkids and things like that. Yes, it does make 12 cards. Kate, thank you for reminding me. It makes 12 freestyle cards, which is fabulous. So I'm really chuffed that that's the one I'm going to be using for my afternoon tea. So I'm just busy planning classes, but I don't want my online customers. Morning, Kay. I've not done all the mornings. Morning, Debbie. I don't want my online customers to feel that I'm neglecting you, although it may feel like that a little bit at the moment. So please bear with. I've got a little list of things I need to do this afternoon. So yes. So this month we've got brand new online exclusives that have come out, and I'll be honest, I haven't really ordered much. I did get a couple of things on the incentive trip, so I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I did get. Okay, hopefully you can hear me and you can see my screen. Okay, and I've not even opened these because I've been so busy, but these are called Painterly pears. So it's all about the pears, and they do quite match my I'm gonna go through these. Oh, Barbara, yes, you will be doing. So that's one side, and then it's a bit of a grid on the other. We like the pear side, don't we? Oh, look at that one. That's fabulous. You can make 6 cards from that. Easy peasy. Nice to cut out for cards. Gorgeous. Ooh, do you know what? I could see that. I say this, Lord. You'd be like, you always say that, Julie. I could see that as a wallpaper in a downstairs toilet, just on one wall. Beautiful. Oh, and that one's nice as well. So those are the pear papers, the Painterly pear papers, and love that one. I do have the stamp set, which I got on the trip. So I need to do something with those. I need to find some time to craft. And then these go with another stamp set, and I didn't get the stamp set because I'm trying to use what I've not used all my new stuff, so I need to work out when I'm going to fit these classes in. But I thought these papers would be lovely for a stamper stack. Now the colours in these are, there's not too many colours. They're called Floral Charm, Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock and Timid Tiger. Yes, the scrapbook page would be lovely. Oh, nice. These are, oh,
Yeah, I need to do a class with these. Not so keen on that one. Oh, but I like that one. I like that side. Oh, that's lovely, lovely colours. Ooh, ooh. Oh, another lovely one. Really nice. So they are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I think my favourite might be that one and the first one. They're lush. Yes, so I just need to do some crafting. That could be on the agenda tonight. Okay, we're on week 4 of this one. Just a little side note. These papers are still, they've been in and out of stock. They've been the most popular thing along with the washi, which is been in and out of stock. Last time I checked, they were both out of stock, which is not good because I've got my coffee and card bookings that close for booking next week. However, I did order a couple of extra rolls of this. So whilst they were in stock, I must have known. So if you haven't yet booked on coffee and card that starts on the 22nd of July, but you know that you want to, here's a couple of card ideas that I've done. If you haven't booked on it, oh, I've got 15 watching today. Thank you. If you're on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. I'm laughing at you two, Betty and Barbara. Snap, Betty. Okay, so so that closes for bookings next Tuesday, and it starts on the 22nd. I think that's all I need to say. I've done a bit of gassing. So here's this week's card. And for this week, I'm going to do the cutting out of the papers. Last week I did the stamping. This week I'm just going to cut out the papers. We are going to do a bit of embossing. And I wanted to use my corrugated stripes folder. Can I find it? No. Honestly, I've got stuff all over the house. I've got parcels coming. Oh, thank you, Kay. I did order some extra, so I'm good at the moment, but thank you. That's really kind. Yeah, I've got parcels coming. Craig keeps rolling his eyes every time a new parcel comes. Although he did clean my windows for me on Saturday in my new place, which was very exciting. And then this Saturday, my brother and sister-in-law are coming round with a friend as well, and they're putting up shelves for me, and they're doing a little bit of painting, and just generally helping. And I need to do a couple of tip runs. So yeah, it's all go. But yeah, we're meeting on Saturday morning to do that. Okay, so in your pack you've got peach pie card base, and then this peach pie mat, and then you should have a stylish shaped banner, which is what I've used here. Now I need to grab my orange ink pad, but it doesn't really matter. So first things first, let's just have a little relax and cut out some cocktails. I'm probably running short on, oh no, I'm not. I've got a sheet of them here. I'm seeing some fabulous cards, fabulous cards online with these papers. Absolutely brilliant. And they've clearly been very, very popular because they've been in and out of stock so much. So I'm wanting to choose colours that are quite orangey, because so I don't want to go for the purples or the pinks. I'm going to use that one because that's crying out to be cut out of this piece here. The barbecue made me laugh. That was funny. Barbara, you will furthermore be known as Barbecue. Okay. So that one was dead easy to do. And, oh, I will go for this one. I like this one. So I've got those two. Look, and look, it's actually, I thought they were the same, but that one's got not got the ice cubes in, and that one has. That's cute. And then, I quite like the green as a contrast. So yeah, I'll go for that one. Okie dokie. So what I'm intending to do at my new place is actually run the coffee and cards as a class, but making them all in one go. Oh, did my screen go for me then? Anyway, it looks like I'm okay. So yes, so what I'm intending to do is do an afternoon doing all the cards. So I've not called it coffee and card because I thought that would be confusing, but I've called it cocktail cards. So the first one's in August. And then I'll be doing the washi. Okay, now I'm just trying to find some of this paper. Looks like I'm on my last scraps of that because I can't order myself anymore. Because it's not available. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it a little bit different. A little bit different, Jules. I really have had my money's worth out of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a strip of this with all the cocktails on. What do we think? It was either that one or that one. Actually, I might use this one because I've not really used it much. And with that other one, I might cut through a load of cocktails and waste it. So let's use this one with the all the little bits and bobs. So if you're cutting this, it needs to be at 14.3 and a bit. And then it's 4 and a bit. I don't know where I got it. Must have been a scrap that I had left over. So maybe do it 4.5. Okay, so we'll just use that. And then I'm going to use a tiny little scrapola. We've all got them, haven't we? I've got a scrap of this. I'm going to pop that over. But you literally, it can be about 1 centimetre because we always end up with all these little scraps. And you know me, I love doing my ribbon on a card, but I'm not mentioning any names. Some people don't like using ribbon because they feel anxious tying a bow, or they might be left-handed and struggle with things like that. So yeah, sometimes what I was trying to say is I use a paper ribbon, so a bit of paper just to adorn it, to be like a paper ribbon. Now I need to emboss this, so I can't find the one I want to use. I've got a couple of options. I was going to use a firm favourite, the circles. I don't even know if you could see it, that one. Or this one actually goes with the suite. So it's called Glass and Gardens, and it makes it look, it's a bit like a crystal glass. So it's only a small one. In fact, I think I'll use this one because it goes with the suite. But what I will say is the stripy one with the stripes going vertically looked very nice when I did that, when some of my ladies at my in-person events did that. Wow, I've got 18 of you on. Okay, now I always forget how to do this with the standard embossing. Oh, that's fine. I guess most of the folders are the thicker ones. Oops, nearly knocked my cup of tea off then. Right, that's my exercise for the day. Okay, so there we go. It's like a crystal glass. Can you see that there? So I'm going to stick my paper over it here. I was supposed to go to Zumba last night at 6 o'clock, but it got cancelled because there were only two of us booked on. I was secretly glad, but because the heat would have been, but yeah, I could have done with the exercise, if I'm honest. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. I think I cut these a bit wider in case people are using thick embossing folders and it gets squashed in a bit more. Okay, so I've done that, and then I'm going to pop on my bit of trim there. I may as well stick that on to my card. Oh, I forgot to put my candle lower. Whoopsie. You know, near the end of the session. Okay. So I'm going to stamp a little greeting on here, and I'm just going to probably, well, I'll cut that down, but I'm going to pop my cocktails like they were, and then add that. I'm just going to grab, you don't actually see much of this now. So I'm using, you could use Basic Grey, or you could use Strawberry Slush, Blackberry Bliss, but I'm going to use Timid Tiger for my greeting. But I'm just going to clean my stamp before I do it, because I doubt that I did that last week. And that's dry as a bone apart from one bit, so we need to sort that out. So I'm just going to stamp this at the top, well, quite near the top, and to the right, like that. And then it's your day. Oh, I need to say a big, that's not stuck down right. I need to say a big thank you, and I hope she's watching. A massive thank you to Carol Francis, who sent me, me and Craig sent me a lovely card, a good luck card for my new studio. Now, I must admit, I think it came on Saturday, and with it being my birthday on Thursday, my immediate attention went to the fact that it could be a birthday card. And I'm not the top sort of person who opens my cards early. I'm very good like that. I like to have a big pile, but the pile gets smaller as the years get more, don't they? But anyway, I like to have a pile of cards and open them all and read them. And then I thought, on Sunday, maybe it's not a birthday card, because it's, you know, a few days early. So I opened it, and it was a good luck card with £10 in, which is beautiful. Carol used to do this a lot during lockdown, and saying good luck and to treat ourselves to a coffee. So what we will do on Saturday, Carol, is we will get, Craig's coming again to help me, and we will get a coffee and a currant tea cake for our breakfast with your money from Miss Butterfingers over the road, who is amazing. Right, so I'm going to stick this one down. Maybe I should order a takeout afternoon tea from her. That'd be a good idea for my birthday. I've already sampled her egg mayonnaise sandwiches, and they're absolutely delish. That's my favourite sandwich to have, is egg mayonnaise, because Craig doesn't like it. So you don't really make egg mayo for one, do you? And then this is going to get layered up here with some foam pads, dimensionals. It's really lovely gesture, Ali. She used to do it during lockdown a lot to thank us for the paper crafts and piano and stuff. And the card was gorgeous. I wish I'd brought it upstairs actually. I'll try and remember to bring it up for next week. It's on our kitchen table, proudly on display. Okay, so with this, you just need to check because part of this cocktail is stuck to the label and part is direct onto the card. So you just need to work out, you need to do multi-adhesive. So you need to do part of it is glue to stick to this white bit and the other part is foam pads. So it all sort of levels itself out. Now I didn't include gems because I didn't have enough to share around. It ended up being a much bigger class than I thought. But these are some, I think they've got, I think the strawberry slush and pink, there's some new ones. They've got little bits in them. They're a bit see-through. So I thought I might just add a few of these. Well, not a few, maybe 3. I'm not that generous. There we go. There we go. This week's card and the sample card. So it's a little bit more subtle, this one, because it's not as deep, the embossing folder. But I do hope you like those. Okay, on to next week. So next week is already week 5. And as I say, it's the cut-off for booking for the next one. So please do book on that. I need to place those orders by next Tuesday. Everyone who's already booked, I've already ordered your stuff. So don't worry, that's all ready, safe and secure. And I need to show you next week's cards. And we are going to be doing some watercolouring next week. So, oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Anne. We're going to be watercolouring next week. So if you opted for the stamp set, then there is some watercolour paper in your kit. I think everybody got it. So we are going to be doing watercolour cocktails, making our own cocktails. And we're going to be using the dye to add some texture. We're going to be doing a little bit of tearing and texturing and a bit of ink graffiti. But yes, we're going to be watercolouring cocktails next week and getting a bit of an ombre look. So just to let you know, next week, the colours I've used, but that would work with Blackberry Bliss. I've used yellow for the lemons, but they do look more like oranges, but that's fine. I've used Timid Tiger, but if you don't have that, don't worry. You can use pumpkin pie, use a yellow, and then I've used strawberry slush. But again, we're just going to experiment. I have done some blending with the blending brushes as well. So there's a lot of different techniques in it. It's a bit of a messy card next week. So yes, but we'll look forward to that. Paper piecing as well there next week. So it's a bit of a technique-y morning next Tuesday. What time are we on? 11:05. So that was quite a quick class today. So as always, if you've got any questions, do drop me a message, and I will get back to you. I'm going to go prep for, well, I've got to do, they asked for me to do masculine cards for the class tomorrow. So I'll have a go at that. And we'll see how we go. But if not, I will see you back here next Tuesday. And yeah, keep an eye on my socials and have a great week. And thanks for tuning in. I will see you very soon. Bye bye.